Hello, and welcome to Winter Survival Prologue stream. I'm Ian, I'm the lead producer of the project, and you might recognize me and my shiny bald head from gas station simulator streams or from previous Winter Survival streams, or from the community Discord, where I'm known as Marcus. So yeah, if you know me, then hello again, and if you're meeting me for the first time, then, well, nice to meet you. Right, so let's talk Winter Survival very shortly. The prologue, the premise of the whole game actually, and the prologue itself is that we've gone on a hiking trip with our friends. Our name is Danny. Danny is our main character, and we have gone out with two of our friends, Joel and Mike. Joel, obviously. Unfortunate name to have picked right now, considering the wide popularity of another gaming franchise that happened to also become a series very recently. However, Joel is Joel, and he will stay Joel for now. And yeah, we go on a hiking trip that went wrong. So, as you'd imagine, there would be not much game if hiking trip went well. So, yeah, hiking trip went wrong. We got caught in the bad weather, and we also got separated from the mic, which means that Joel and you are left alone in wilderness, where you have to cope with upcoming challenges. Now, luckily, Joel is an experienced survivalist, so he will be able to guide us and help us through the starting part. And Mike is lost, not to be found anywhere for the moment, and this is your starting point for the prologue. So I'm not really gonna speak much more about it. The rest you should just experience yourself. It's much better if you actually play the game yourself rather than listen to me talk about it, and give us feedback on any of our social media or on Steam forums or our Discord or anywhere you want. Wherever you want to put the feedback, we're gonna see it, and we're probably there in some form or another. And yeah, the more feedback we get, the better early access we can do. So that's it. Aside from this, I will be playing the game on normal difficulty. We have two difficulties implemented at the moment. We have easy and normal. Easy is more for like a casual sort of like story mode approach that still has survival, but it's toned down quite a lot to make it easier and less punishing, while medium is more for the experienced players who already know how to deal with survivals and really want to dig into the whole survival experience a bit more rather than just experience the game for its story. There might be more difficulties in the future, but for the purposes of Prologue, these are the only two available. Like for the full game, we definitely want to make either a very hard mode or a hardcore mode that won't have, that will have a single life and that kind of stuff. But for the moment, that's all there is. Right, so I'm just gonna switch the screen so that we see the game, and we're gonna start with the medium mode or normal mode from our perspective. I'm not gonna be talking too much during the dialogues, hopefully, but if I'm in the middle of a thought, I'm not gonna stop immediately, so just bear with me or play the game yourself if you wanna experience it fully narratively as you would otherwise.
Are you hurt? No. Good. Remember the cave? Go there and hide. I'm gonna look for Mike.
No way. I'll never get there alone.
You will. Just keep the radio on. I'll tell you what to do.
Alright, so this is Joel. He's covered in snow, as are we. We can't see ourselves yet, but you can later when we're gonna open the inventory. And yeah, he basically just told us that we need to get to the cave. Story-wise, we've supposedly already been near that cave before, but right now, from the game purposes, it's the first time we're heading there. This whole section is more of a tutorial section, so you should treat it like this, and later on in the full game we want to be able to skip this whole section if you already know what to do, yeah? But for the purposes of Prologue, this is your introduction, so that you can figure out how to deal with, wilderness and dangers in the wilderness in a fairly safe environment. Yeah. at the beginning, when we don't really have a lot of, let's say, offensive power, since we have nothing on us, we're going to be learning how to deal with a lot of passive ways to either distract the wolves or hide from them by sneaking, rather than engaging them directly in some manner.
Those bastards are blocking the path.
Distract them. See that crow over there? Try to scare it away.
Okay, so we managed to distract the wolves.
Freezing.
You'll warm yourself up in the
That
cave.
wolf almost saw me, so he's trying to look for me right now. I just have to stay hidden and hope he doesn't find me.
There's nothing I can use to distract them.
And get forward without getting noticed.
Never mind. They went away. Shit, I can't.
You have to. No,
I need to make sure I escape. Okay. That was alright.
I can't, Mike.
Joel? I can't hear you. Joel?
Yeah, so in this section we just generally introduce all the basic mechanics that we have, like drinking, eating, some very basic crafting and that kind of stuff, so that when we get to the next section of the game you already can play with all of these, and it is also expected that you are playing with all of these, especially on harder difficulties.
Great. It's empty. Huh? Man, you scared me. Oh,
Sorry. I think I'm still in stealth mode. I need to catch my breath.
what about Mike?
Can't see anything in this weather. We need to wait till morning.
Okay, so then what?
We need to rest and eat.
Right. Fire. I can make a fire. You taught me how.
Great. Make it somewhere nearby. And check my backpack. The rest should be just lying around.
Yeah, so unlike us who have brought only flashlight and canteen with us and some rocks that I've picked up, Joel is actually prepared and has brought most of the stuff with him. So he has wooden log chunks, he has some tinder, sleeping bags and sausages. We didn't bring anything. Joel is carrying all the smart stuff with it, and now we need to make a campfire. So we need to grab a couple more rocks to have enough resources to craft stuff. And then, yep, and then basically we just craft it. Obviously I'm skipping to the tutorials because I already know how to play the game, but you know, if you're playing for the first time, do pay attention to the tutorials and the on-screen prompts to help you out with you know, figuring out how to navigate the game efficiently. Alright, let's go. Let's cook the sausages. Come on, come on. Sausages. Here we are. And here they are, they're cooking, look at them. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm starving.
Not long now. We're gonna have a nice...
Oops. Bear.
Stay there.
Right, so across the whole game we've added a lot of like these hiding spots which can help us hide from when we're in danger, either when the bear has noticed us or when we've attracted animals by cooking out in the open, or let's say that you have passed certain area and you weren't careful enough and wolves have seen you. You can hide in places such as these to avoid detection, or basically to get the wolves to lose interest in you.
These footprints? What the hell did he eat to grow this big?
Other bears? People?
Bears don't eat people, right?
Alright, let's check on the food. Well, it's meat.
Disgusting.
Now that we have
Eaten meat
better.
scraps.
Yeah.
It's something. Okay, so if you look at the bottom left of our screen at the moment, we have heat unlocked, we have hunger unlocked, and we have thirst unlocked. We have, if I drink right now, obviously it's gonna fill up my thirst bar. I'm getting hydrated, which is excellent. And if you press R, we get the extra information so that we can see percentages, or extra UI information in general, which is a nice keybind that can easily be missed if you're not paying attention, just so that you know, you can keep closer eye on the exact amount, so that you don't have to always open inventory and look into the status tab to know exactly what amount of percentage you're on. Yeah. In the meantime, you can eat the meat scraps, obviously, for the
I'll
quest.
keep watch, then we'll switch.
This helps hunger a little bit, but not a lot, because obviously sausages would be better, but the bear has eaten them, so that's not great.
What about Mike?
Don't worry. We'll find him too.
One thing that I want to put attention to here is also that if you paid attention from the beginning, Joel's clothes were covered in snow, and now, after the snow has warmed him up, after the campfire has warmed him up, the snow has disappeared from his clothes. This same effect can later be seen on the player, and it's actually part of some game mechanics, but we'll talk about that later on when we get to there. But I just thought it was cool because I think our character artist did a wonderful job bringing that system to life. Alright, what do I need to do? Place a sleeping bag on the ground. Alright, let's do this. Where do I want it? Somewhere here. Let's rotate it a bit, like that. Alright, let's go. Oh no, I laid on it the wrong way. Ah! Oh well.
Just a short trip. It's gonna be fine.
Give me a break. I'll be back soon, okay?
Come on, guys, wake up. Shit, we're late. There's the bus. Danny, run! Wake up! Run!
So yeah, the people who already played the demo that we've created a while ago should be familiar with this scene. It's basically from the demo. However, we have done quite a decent rework in this area. So even if you've already played the demo, it's worth revisit to see what we've changed and how we've done it. And obviously be on the lookout for the early access, where you will see what more we've done on top of everything.
Where am I? I can't feel my fingers.
Right.
Joel, I have to call him. Shit, I lost my gear.
Okay, our backpack is up there. And we have no really easy way of getting there now. Plus, if you press R, we see we have frostbitten hands as well, which is gonna prevent us from interacting with the vast majority of the things. However, we just need to get to hot springs. Right. Yeah, this way. Okay.
Can't go this way.
Alright, that way is locked clearly. So let's go the other way then. Okay, I'm freezing. I have about 30% heat left on me. Whoa.
What the... Oh, fuck. He's dead. Don't think about it. Just go.
I just need to be careful a little bit. Ooh, wolf. Need to be careful a little bit not to get killed, because wolves are very dangerous in this part of the game yet. They can pretty much kill us in one swoop if they manage to reach us. So we need to be very careful and avoid them at all costs at the moment. Later on in the game we are able to craft things that help us fight them more effectively, but for the moment we are
Finally.
completely unprotected. Also, hot springs are obviously a natural source of heat, so you can warm up near them, which is a good thing to remember for later on in the game.
That feels much better. Oh no. No.
It's a lot of wolves. Okay, let's go quickly. I should not look back.
My leg. I need to take care of this. The cabin here. I should check inside.
Okay, so I managed to break my leg falling off from the broken tree. Wolves are still waiting there, so I don't really want to go that way anyway. So we're gonna head forward. And there's a little cabin here that we can utilize to set ourselves up.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
Right, so this is one of the systems that we actually spent quite a lot of time working on, which is our insanity system. We'll get back to it in a moment, but this is one of the main ways we wanted to differentiate our game from other survival games by adding the insanity aspect of it. And I'll talk more about it once we actually get to the point where it's activated properly, which is going to be very soon now. Okay, inspect the hut. Alright, let's see. What can we find here? Bandage, okay, that's useful. Leg stabilizer, which is what we need to heal the wounds. Wooden cup, more bandages, cigarettes, nice. Okay, what else? Some fibers and a book.
Let's see.
Okay, let's see. Alright, if you're interested, obviously you can read everything. But for the purposes of the stream, I will not read this right now. My health is low, so I can use a bandage to heal up a little bit, and can use leg stabilizer to remove sprained ankle,
Much better. Still,
which is helpful right
this
now.
cold is killing me.
Alright, start a fire. Boom.
Joel,
Okay.
I hope you found Mike. I can't look for them right now. I'm too tired.
Okay, so my energy is low, I'm thirsty, but at least fire is on, which is gonna keep me warm while I sleep during the night. One important aspect is also that after the first night here, you can always save by returning back to the bed and using the secondary interaction, which by default is on G. And every time you sleep or go to bed and, you know, even cancel sleeping, you don't have to sleep in order to save, but it will save every time.
This
And
fucking trip.
this is how you basically save your progress. You return to your shelter, or later on you can craft a bedroll, and you will be able to save a game almost anywhere. Alright, so here we are learning about our insanity system for the first time, and everything works on a premise of the debuffs. So when any stat gets low, or when you get damaged in any way in a more significant manner. So like, let's say that you get a fever, or you get poorly stomach from eating unprepared food, or you know, unfiltered snow, or basically not cooked snow, or any other way that would negatively affect you, you are getting debuffs. And debuffs are basically lowering your sanity as they are on you for the longer period of time. If you manage to keep your stats high, if you're managing to avoid trauma in any way, shape, or form, then your sanity will stay high and you're going to be good, and you're not going to feel any impact of it. However, if you are playing badly, if you're doing things wrongly, if you're not taking care of your stats, your sanity will be dropping over time, and eventually your you know, how do you call it, like, let's say your sanity will deteriorate completely to the point where you will not be able to handle it anymore, which means that the next time when you're going to go to sleep, you're going to have to pick a new symptom that is going to make your game harder. Now, for the purposes of the demo, prologue, we have 2 symptoms that you can choose from, and if you play badly enough, you're gonna be able to get both of them during the process of the demo. But at least one is guaranteed, because you have to pick it right now after you wake up, right? So these symptoms are gonna make your game harder. So the better you play, the less symptoms you're gonna have, the easier your game is going to be. The worse you play, the harder it's gonna get, and eventually when things pile up, you will eventually just outright die from, if you get too much insanity, because you will go insane effectively, right? So it's important to try to keep your sanity in check, and then, you know, you get at least to pick your own trauma every single time when your insanity reaches full. You can choose what kind of stuff you would be dealing with. Yeah, so by default we already have psychosis, hallucinations, so we're seeing things that are not there, right? And now you can choose whether you're gonna have psychosis disorientation, which means that you're starting to see things that are not there as extra stuff beyond just mere hallucinations, or you can pick delusion, which is gonna make you see animals and other non-object like things that are there. Yeah, so you pick between seeing extra objects or seeing extra animals, in a nutshell, but obviously this is a little bit simplified explanation of what really happens. So you know, you can pick your own trauma. Obviously this would be nice to have in real life, that you can pick your own trauma, but until then, you know, we just need to, in game terms, we can pick whatever we want. Yeah, so I really prefer disorientation, because dealing with animals is much harder for me personally as I play. But for purposes of this gameplay, I think I'm gonna challenge myself a little bit and pick the delusion instead. Yes, sure, let's go. Hello again. Sorry about that, mind the technical difficulties. My camera died while I was recording, so you will see a small cut in the video, but we're continuing from where we left off, basically waking up, picking a talent. We have the delusion talent, which makes us see extra animals, and yeah, this is where we're gonna continue, right? So our job right now is to retrieve our gear and making sure that we keep our stats up, since we're already looking bad. We're dehydrated and losing the bar quickly, meaning it's gonna give us extra insanity once it reaches 0. So I'm just gonna go out and get out there. Now with delusion wolves, we have a small tutorial here at the beginning that shows us how this looks, right? So this is a delusion wolf. If you pay a close attention to it, you see that it has like a swirly effect around him, so that you know that it's not real. And the other way how you can know it's not real is by walking into him, and he will vanish, right? However, if by any chance this is a real wolf, he will kill you. So you've been warned. The rest is up to you to figure out. Okay, I've saved again just in case, and now I'm gonna try to get my health sorted. Sorry, not my health, my thirst sorted, because I'm very dehydrated and that's not very good. Alright, there's many ways I can sort out my thirst, but one of the most efficient ways is for sure trying to eat snow. However, if I'm eating snow, I will definitely regain some thirst, but not a lot, few percent, while losing a lot of heat.
There you are.
So it's it should be used as an emergency rather than as the go-to way
Plenty
to
of snow around here.
restore your thirst. Instead, we should be utilizing our canteen. Oh, and if we're already adding canteen now to the quick bar, we can access this quickly by holding tab and picking it, which is gonna put it in our hand. Or the way I prefer to go into the gameplay options, enable the action bar, which will allow me to see action bar on screen, and then I can just press 1 to do it. I mean, I could do it even without showing the action bar, but this way it's a little bit easier to remember which buttons are what, yeah? We just hide it by default because obviously it's a more immersive experience if... It's a more immersive experience. Oh shit, oh shit! Okay. I forgot that this was a fake wolf. It's a more immersive experience that way, and it will feel nicer. And obviously I managed to get water now, so I could drink, but I'm still very cold. So I'm just gonna quickly gather some branches so that I can drink water instead. Rabbit! Rabbit! So I can drink water instead inside the shelter when it's being warmed by the heat, right? Because that way I won't lose as much. Okay, let's put some branches in, large branches, they're gonna hold longer. Do I have anything to cook? I don't. I can warm the water as well, but okay, not right now. I'm just gonna light this up. Oh, I'm losing health because I'm too thirsty. That's not good. Let's drink fast. Someone's at the door. Hang on, I'll drink and then I'll check. It's probably just another hallucination of mine. Hello? Just a bird. God damn, I'm pretty sure I closed... Did I leave the door open before? I don't know. Alright, warming up. I'm full on thirst. I'm hungry. How much? Only 50 seconds left on the thing. Let's quickly pick up some stuff. I think I've seen some carrots here. Yes. Carrot soup, okay. Do I have enough stuff for carrot soup and potato? Okay, so I have some food here that I can pick up nearby a shelter. This is good. Let's quickly see if I can cook some carrots or recipe. What do I need for carrot soup? I need 4 carrots. And I only have 2 carrots. Hang on. Let's see if I can get enough carrots. I have 3 carrots right now, so I need 1 more carrot. Is there any more carrots here? Potato, potato, potato. Of course not, that would be too easy, right? Sugar beet. Okay, I guess I'll just not eat right now. I'll instead try to find 1 more carrot and cook a little bit better food rather than just eating raw stuff, because it's not as good. It doesn't restore nearly as much resources, right? So should try to always cook food if possible rather than just eating it raw. Same for mushrooms and other stuff if we find them, yeah?
Bear tracks and footprints next to it. That doesn't look good. I have to check
Carrot,
it out.
nice. I think I have 4 now. Yes. Okay. The quest wants me to follow these tracks, which I can do with my handy instinct mode, where in return for extra energy I can basically focus more and see stuff that I can interact with in the world, right, which can be very useful for finding resources. However, right now I have just enough resources to sort this out, because I would like to not get any more insanity. And I will cook the recipe of a carrot soup. It's gonna give me 20 food, 20 thirst, 3 health. Okay, it's not actually a lot at all. Can prepare some sugar as well, why not? Sadly, it's not a lot at all. I thought it's gonna give me more. Alright. Okay, carrot soup it is. I can burn it on a branch. Couple of branches. Still, it's still better than eating 4 raw carrots, I believe. There we go, cooked carrot soup. Oh, it gave me 60 food, alright. Right, so the uncooked version gave me that, so 60 is pretty decent then. Heard something, but maybe it was the bird only, okay. Anyway, let's eat the carrot soup. Okay, my food is satisfied. Okay, all my stats are decent now. None of them have any insanity growth, so we want to keep it that way for the moment. I should also not sprint as much because it's draining my sleepiness, and now I'm sleeping, which is again giving me a little insanity over time, but I can manage, I think.
It just keeps getting worse. I hope the guys are okay.
Okay, some shrooms. Staying near the this thing obviously keeps me warm. Also, I'm gonna fill up my canteen with this water instead, which is gonna restore heat for me when I drink it, and thirst, but also damage me, but I can spare some health at the moment, so it's probably a better choice to have warm water near me. It's like a broken down house. Let's explore it a bit.
Is it possible someone's still in there?
Let's see. Okay,
It won't budge.
need to find the second entrance. Oh, that looks like it's a good place to go in. Okay, and the tracks are going that way. Okay, so I need to come back here after. Alright, let's explore this nice cellar a bit.
Need to find a way out.
Some fiber, okay. Note. Aha, right. Bear.
Damn it.
Okay, so try to find notes around in the world and read what they say. They will often have hints to where you can find more resources or other useful things. Beans, okay, that's good. Some tobacco, always nice. I mean, if you're a smoker, of course. If not, probably not so much. Bandages and tobacco. Let's see, I have cigarettes. And I can open some of these to just get more cigarettes instead of that. That's fine. Okay, and beans, then I can warm up, because they seem to be pre-cooked, which is nice. And anything more? What is this? Processed meat, pre-cooked. Okay, cool. So I have some stuff that can help me sort out the hunger. I've emptied the chest out. What else? Jammy treats. What's this? Okay, so this is teaching me how to make some jams, which is again very nice for extra food stuff. Alright, here we are. Axe, that's gonna be a very useful tool.
If he hears this, I'm fucked.
Okay, I broke my axe. Okay, I have the axe head. How do I remake it? Okay, axe head, branch, tall grass. Okay, I found some tall grass earlier inside the chest, so I won't need to craft it, but if I needed to, I have recipe here to craft it. So I'm just gonna make one leg stabilizer, just in case I break my leg somewhere, and I'm gonna make an axe to help myself survive. Gonna put it into quick slot for quick access, and gonna cut down a tree or two maybe to get some wood for later for heating. I'm just checking my other screen occasionally to see if my camera is still working, so that I'm not gonna have technical issues anymore. There we are. Let's see, is there more wood here? Nope, there is some here. Oh no, shit, I'm encumbered. Alright, so I need to get my backpack. I have almost my backpack full. I can carry more, but again, I have encumbered state, which means it will give me, it's a debuff, so it will give me insanity if I keep it up, yeah? Oh, bear. But I stopped and I can see that it's like shimmery, so it's probably a fake bear. Let me just, do I have rocks? Shit, I don't have rocks. Okay, I have snow. I have snow, and I'm gonna, yeah, it's shimmering, it's fake for sure. Yeah, okay, luckily it was fake. If this was a real bear, he would eat me. Oh look, more resources. Carrots. Oh no, and I can't sprint because I don't have enough space. Garlic. Try to find as much garlic as you can. Garlic is awesome. Helps you with fever and other stuff that can happen to you. Get garlic. Okay, I'm very heavy, so I can't sprint. I can't jump. This is gonna be a problem in this next area because I'm trying to reach the backpack. Or maybe not, maybe I can just slide off here safely.
Danny, can you hear me?
Ow.
Joel! Oh,
Radio, radio.
no!
Okay, radio slid away.
Damn it.
That's not good. Okay, well, I fell down from him. I hurt myself a little bit, but luckily my leg didn't break. Gonna pick up a backpack. Gonna pick up my backpack. This has increased my weight capacity quite significantly, so I can gather much more resources now. And now I need to still go back and finish checking those tracks. However, I'm just gonna run back to my shelter, sort out my stats a little bit, because I got some extra items that I can cook, and then I'm gonna continue the quest after I feel a little bit better. I hear a rabbit. Ah, he just went into the hole. Bastard. Need to find some rocks. Basically, if you hit a rabbit with a rock, you should be able to kill it, and again, free meat, right? I have some sap, construction or medicinal purposes. Okay, gonna warm up again and sort out my water. Water is gonna hurt me because it's warm water, so I need to take a bandage or something after to heal myself up. Do I have some bandages? Let's see, consumables. I have a bandage. I have another one. Okay, but I'm doing good on stuff. I'm gonna cook the beans and meaty pea, which is some processed meat, to try to get it's actually cold in here in real life, so nicely atmospheric. Okay, I'm gonna put some carrots and potatoes up to be cooked as well, and in the meantime eat this to restore some of my resources. By the way, in the note that I received earlier, it said where there were more of these cans, but I'm probably not gonna go there right now because I wanna follow the quest. So I'm just gonna restore more food. My food is good. Now I'm tired, which means I'm gonna just fill up the campfire, the whatever this is, the fireplace, so that I can go to sleep safely, because you need to have enough fire here to sustain you while you're sleeping. If I go to sleep, I will not be able to sleep for too long because I'm gonna wake up from cold, or rather I'm gonna have shitty resources when I wake up. So I always want to make sure that when I wake up my heat is still on full or getting there, while also my energy has risen and that my other stats haven't gone too low. Yeah, so I think sleeping to 99% energy is gonna be good. My hunger is gonna be a bit low, but I just ate, so that's alright. And my thirst on 70% is okay-ish, yeah? So just basically need to eat, yeah? Alright, 45% on food. I have just gotten a debuff for longing, which is a debuff that I'm gonna get every single time when I wake up. That I'm basically missing home and the character wants to go home, and we're getting insanity from this. So as you can see, I already have 73% insanity right now, and that's quite a lot, which means I'm gonna be very soon getting another insanity perk or trauma perk, but you know, that's how it is. Okay, I'm gonna put some alcohol away and stuff that I don't need with me right now to keep my weight lower. I'm gonna keep the axe, I'm gonna keep some of the crafting materials. And I supposedly earlier learned how to make jam, so how do I make jam? Cranberry jam. Okay, I need berries, of course. I need berries and icy water and wooden cup. Okay, fine, we're not gonna do this right now. We're gonna try to get to the tracks and get some food. Also, it's night, so I need to be careful about the wolves. But I'm just gonna sprint a bit and use some of my extra energy, since I just slept, to try to find this faster so that I can then worry about my food. because I need to sort out my food when it's gonna be possible. Or I'll basically gather some mushrooms and eat some mushrooms, but again, just eating pure stuff is not good. Like you just saw in the middle of the screen there that I've learned the mushroom recipe, and it's much better to basically make the recipe than eating the raw mushrooms. It's gonna restore a little bit of your food to just eat shrooms on their own, but it's much better to just you know, do it properly if possible, instead of just eating raw things, because eventually you will run out of raw resources and then you will have issues if you don't do anything about it. Okay, grab some snow, although I'm getting cold, so that's not good.
The trail ends here. Could have been either Joel or Mike. Whoever it was, I hope they're safe.
Right.
But now, the bridge doesn't look very stable. I'll
Yeah.
find a way. One step at a time. Oh, I'm hungry. The
Yeah.
dead deer I saw. Maybe there's still some meat left on it.
Yep. At the beginning, when we
I should eat something small first.
were crossing into the when we were crossing into the hot springs area at the very beginning, there was a dead deer laying on the floor there. We can try to salvage some meat from it. We could also try to chase a real deer down, but we don't really have any tools to catch it at the moment. This comes later in the game, but you know, so let's try to get that deer and salvage the shit from it. However, my thirst and heat are bad again, so let me cut down another tree and I'll warm up before I head out, because again my insanity is growing and I'm not playing very well at the moment. I'm gaining too much insanity by not taking care of my stats. Woo! Alright, more wood pieces. There should be some more. Here they are. Alright, let's go. It scared me, Jesus. Okay, it's very dark. Let's put this on. Turn it on. And I need to drink as well, but considering it's warm enough, I can drink this. Still have geyser water, which is gonna hurt me a bit, but oh well. I mean, I could have just drank geyser water and it would sort me out, but I forgot that I had geyser water, so it's good to keep track of your resources. Give me just a second, I'm just gonna turn the heat down a little bit. I mean the cold down a little bit. Alright, I'm back. It's much warmer now, both in game and in real life. And now we're gonna go back towards the deer carcass, yeah? Microphone. 1 second, just checking microphone battery. Not much battery left, not great, but I will live. Let's go. Alright, we need to get to the deer carcass that we've seen earlier. Ooh, I heard the wolf. Use this light to my advantage. Now, because it's night, it's much more dangerous, so we need to be careful. I do not have any rocks with me, which is not ideal. So I'm just gonna have a snowball ready in case I see any wolves, to see if they're real or fake. Also need to watch out to not hurt my leg, although I do have one leg fixer with me, leg stabilizer with me. And that's gonna be nice.
What the hell? It didn't walk away on its own, did
Yeah.
it?
Ooh, rocks. There we go. That's gonna be better than a snowball. So let's take the rocks, put them here. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's a fake wolf. Yep, it was fake. It came out of nowhere. Generally, if they are out of nowhere, I have a feeling that they're very often fake, but you know, I have gotten eaten so many times thinking a wolf was fake when it was real. So generally, if you're trying to handle it that way, try to be either in a safe spot, like somewhere higher up where the wolf can't easily reach you, or near the hiding bushes, so that you don't get hurt. Okay, there's a wolf there. to watch out. Ooh. 2 wolves, one here, one there. And there's a bird over here. Can use this bird to my advantage, but I need to wait until it lands again. But I'm gonna have a rock ready. Okay. Just gonna distract the wolves, hopefully. They won't see me. Okay, go, go, go. Okay.
Looks like wolves took it.
Indeed.
Let's find out.
Okay. Should be fairly safe, hopefully. Whoa.
I need to go slow.
And let's slid directly into that wolf's mouth. That's something I need to be careful of. Luckily they don't really react to flashlight, because otherwise I would be dead long ago. Okay, there's the dead deer. Still has meat on it, very nice. Okay, that was a fake one. Yeah, with delusions, I mean, depending on which talent you obviously take, there will be a lot of dangerous moments like this, and you need to ascertain which ones are real, which ones are fake, and hopefully not guess wrong. But generally, if it's a fake wolf, it has this like very light shimmer around it, so if you're not moving around too much and pay attention, you can see which one is real, which one is not. Alright, I have to get out of the cave. Let me just see if everything's safe. It is. Alright. Alright, resources. Give me resources. Yes. Loot. Alcohol, some fiber, more rope, a journal entry. Okay, I'm gonna read this later. Just keep in mind, every time you read an item, it gets stored into your journal, so you can take care of it later. You can reread it. You don't have to take it with you if you don't want to, but if you want to, it does help, of course. Alright, so okay, there's some more loot up there, so I need to get there. A quick way to get here. Alright, wolf combat. Okay, so here now we're gonna get our first tool to be able to fight off the wolves, which is fire. Imagine that. Alright, so we're able to scare off the wolves with fire, which is, you know, not an amazing tool, but it's not terrible either. So just don't let him come close to you. Keep swinging. Ah, fuck. No, not like this. Okay, you need to be better than me. Now, our quick reset system, you know, triggered, which means that we're gonna have another chance at doing this without having to load all the way back to the shelter. And we are utilizing this system in a few cases when we want to make sure that when we predict that the player is gonna die a lot. So, we expect you to die here. Don't be like me, do not die. Play better. Let's try again. Just don't go too close to the wolf. Keep your distance, keep swinging, and try to watch out so that your torch doesn't get extinguished. When he gives you space, move forward and try to attack. Oh, my torch went out. Swang too much. Swung. English is hard. Let's go, let's go. Come on, get scared. Here we go. Obviously, the same thing works in the wild, so utilize this to your advantage as much as possible. You no longer need to be scared about wolves, but keep in mind, more wolves, the harder it is to scare them. So, torch is very useful against single wolf, but anything more than that, it can get very tricky. If you're dealing with multiple wolves, it's usually better to try to avoid them rather than fighting them, at least now when you still have limited tool set. Alright, my torch is gonna go off, so I'm just gonna put something else in my hand. And I'm getting hungry, so I'll just eat some raw food I have 2 meaty pits. It's not gonna be a lot, but it's gonna put me out of danger zone. Gonna eat a couple of oyster mushrooms. I'm gonna drink some of the water, which is gonna hurt me again, but you know, better than getting more insanity. Although I am on 100 insanity, so next time I'm sleeping, it's gonna give me a new talent to pick. Ooh, block chunks. That's handy. Anything else here? No. Shame. Okie dokes. Let's get out here.
Is that you?
Ooh, Mike? Mike?
Wait!
Ah. Probably just a hallucination again. I'm gonna check if there's any more loot here. Couple more ropes. It's gonna be handy. Alright. Jump into the water. I mean, that looked like Mike,
Where did he go?
but pretty sure that was a hallucination since we have the talent already.
And now I'm soaked. I think I saw a drying line in the shelter.
Alright. So my clothes are wet, my insanity is growing. Yep, 80% wet, which is reducing my cold protection as well, which is not nice. Feet luckily don't have cold protection, so I'm not losing anything from it, but still need to watch out to not get my clothes wet. So when it's when the weather is bad or when I'm walking over water and stuff, my stuff is gonna get wet. So you know, I can avoid this by just taking it off, and then it's not gonna be considered wet, but then I lose all benefit from the clothes that I'm wearing, right? So just have to keep my clothes dry. Alright, let's get back into the shelter. And I will cook this piece of meat that I've retrieved from the cave. So generally speaking, okay, luckily fake one. Generally speaking, ooh, rabbit. Ah, yes, I got him. Haha. Extra meat. Very nice. Alright, so you can also hunt rabbits and get stuff, yeah? So if you have rocks handy, very useful way to get extra resources.
I really need to eat something.
Alright, let's cook some shit. Wooden log chunks, and let's cook the venison and rabbit. This is gonna be a feast. I'm gonna have so much stuff. Okay, in the meantime I can dry my clothes, put them on a drying line. It's drying there. Very nice. My energy is still good, so I'm just gonna save right now and then wait until this stuff is cooked. And if you look at my recipes, you know, there's this too, there is some tea stuff, there is goulash and jams and other stuff that I can make. All of this is better than eating dry food, generally speaking. So, you know, just look at the recipe, see what is needed. And this is showing you what the uncooked version of the food is going to give you. So when you cook it, you can expect all of those stats to rise quite significantly as well. So a very nice way to keep your stats up high. Rabbit meat has also been cooked, so that's good. So I'm just gonna eat both the venison. Actually, it filled me up completely, so I'm just gonna hold the rabbit for later.
Maybe I could follow him.
Be careful, because you can also burn the meat, right? So don't burn the meat, because it will be less satisfying than eating the properly cooked meat. Now I have a choice. Either I'm gonna build a big campfire to try to attract either Joel or Mike's attention, or I can cross the bridge to try to follow Joel, since I think he went there earlier. And for the purposes of this playthrough, I'm gonna try to cross the bridge, but you know, feel free to try both ways, yes? Just finish one way, load, try the other, see what happens. In the game, we're gonna utilize these choices a few times, and sometimes it's just gonna be, you know, leading to the same thing. Otherwise, other times there will be a proper branching in the story that will be very impactful depending on what you choose, yeah? Alright, I have my clothes equipped again, making sure so that I don't go out naked, because that would be very bad. My stats are pretty decent. I have cooked a rabbit here. I'm gonna save again just in case. And do I have anything here? I won't need any of these with me, I don't think. In fact, I'm gonna put more of this stuff in. And now I'm gonna head out. What's my weight? Okay, I'm less than half full, so should be good. Now I need to cross the bridge.
That bridge looked unstable. Will I really be able to cross it?
Okay, there's some wolves there. Not really sure if they're real. Let's try throwing a snowball in that direction. Let's try a rock maybe. Oh, well, some of them were fake, but some of them were real. That's not good. Oh, I'm running. I'm running. Okay. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of wolves. Oh man, they're gonna reach me. Hopefully I can escape. Will I be able to escape? I'm not sure. Oh, there they are. Oh god. Oh god, oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm just gonna go. Ah, I broke my leg. No. No, no, no. Okay, I managed to escape them, but I broke my leg. Snap.
If I fall, maybe I should turn back.
Okay, I'm gonna hide here for a moment. Or maybe here. So they'll have a harder time finding me. I'm very low in health. Oh, snap. What can I do? Okay, I have leg stabilizer, so I fixed my broken leg. Do I have any bandages? I do. Okay. Alright, so I solved my problem and got rid of the wolves. So luckily, I was prepared this time, but that could end very, very badly if I didn't have those resources with me. More wolves there. He's going straight for me. He's going straight for me. Oh, shit, 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 shit. I hear another one. Please. So many wolves. Is it safe? You know, sometimes I have a feeling it would be better to go all the way around somewhere, but honestly I didn't even want to go here, I just was escaping wolves. Deer. Okay, I don't have anything to help myself catch a deer right now, otherwise that would be nice meat supplies. Hello. Oh, it noticed me. Let's run off. Some berries then. Alright. Well, I'm gonna try to cross the bridge and see what happens.
Okay. You never know until you try.
Yeah, you're right. You never know until you try. Let's go! Go up. Yikes. So, that's prologue. Like, okay, that's one ending of the prologue. One ending of the prologue. There are more ways to finish the prologue, so absolutely try it out and let us know. Give us feedback. Survey. Fill out the survey, please, at the end if you can, so that we get feedback from you specifically directly that goes straight to us. And you know, add the game to wishlist if you like it. You know, try to keep track of what we're doing, and when we release it for early access, then play. So thank you very much for joining me for this video / stream, and you know, hope to see you on our community Discord, and you know, let's make this game the best it can be. So thank you very much for watching, and well, see you soon. Keep up to date with the news. Woohoo!